Alec Sinek from Troy High School. Alec, how are you, man?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. How's that jumper doing?
It's okay.
Okay, good. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Alec is special. And one thing about him, if you were to read his writing, you would really feel that. And I think when you get to talk to him as well. Sure, it helps. He has a 4.25 GPA. Sure, he was a stud basketball player for Troy High School this year, leading his team to a league championship. He was a Freeway League MVP, first team All-League junior and senior season, team MVP, a captain. But I think there's more, actually much more, to you. So academically, he has as much game as he does on the basketball court. And he has higher than a 1,500 on his SAT as well, AP Scholar. This dude is smart. Now, I want to tell you what really impressed us about him is he's made a difference by volunteering with multiple organizations. One that really stuck out to us as a scholarship committee. And that is, am I going to say it correctly? Crittenton.
There you go.
Is that correct?
Crittenden, yeah.
What is it?
Crittenden.
Crittenden, okay. Which is a refuge center for undocumented teen boys living in temporary state custody after forced labor in sweatshops and or slave trade. He taught the boys how to play basketball and other kind of competitive games. He also volunteered at NJB and did some other things, including coaching with Hoop Stars, which are mentored players with disabilities. So let's talk about Crittenden. What impact did that have on your life, working with these undocumented teens?
It was really big for me, just giving me a new perspective on life. Because growing up in Fullerton, California, you only see one side of life. And then you come to this, you go to Crittenden and you see kids from everywhere, a lot of Latin American kids, Mexico. There were kids from Myanmar escaping literal terrorism and a regime that was killing their families. And so they're over here and they were sold into slavery. They were found in sweatshops. And so they don't speak English. They have no one, they don't have parents. They don't have anybody to claim them. Yeah. Because of the lack of English, they can't, and they're not citizens. Obviously, they can't really provide for themselves yet. Yeah. And so it was really crazy to come to one place and be around all these people that from the opposite side of the world that have been through so much, and you can just play basketball with them. And they know how to play, so it's really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's a great game, basketball. Good choice. So our research department. It's kind of like ESPN, but a little different. So if my information is correct, where's Dad? Dad played at Harvard. Grandpa Robert, are you there, Grandpa? There he is. Grandpa Robert played at Northwestern, and also Grandpa Irwin, who's no longer with us. He loved the game as well.
Definitely.
Was a longtime Milwaukee Bucks announcer.
Bucks, Packers, Brewers, and Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh man. Well, we got the same DNA. And your uncle coaches at Fullerton?
He does.
Okay.
He does.
So let's ask the question all of the audience wants to know. Who wins in a game of pig?
Well, now it's me. Okay.
Okay.
Back then, it's still me. Anytime when you want to go to, it's still me, and they can say what they want, but
okay. My money's on Grandpa Robert. All right. Let's give a one clap for Grandpa Robert. All right. So now you've shown that you are a very motivated and driven player and person. You talk about others, really your writing was phenomenal, by the way. You talk about others underestimating you and playing with a chip on your shoulder, which all of us who played hoops and were a little undersized can appreciate. So how does that drive you, and how will that help you long term in your life?
I mean, it's huge knowing that, especially when I was younger playing for clubs and stuff, a lot of times I was overlooked, skinny, not as tall as some people. At the time I was playing more of a 3-4, so, being undersized and just trying to, all I could do really when I was like that, just play as hard as I could and just do as much as I could, and just keep working. And so that by the time I got into high school and then, I had more of a bigger role on my team, I could actually have the ball in my hand and do what I really wanted to do out there. And so just knowing that I can work through anybody underestimating me, it's really big so that when I go to college, that it's the same thing can happen. If I get underestimated, I can still, play. And I really want to try to start my freshman year, and so I just think, why not, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. And guess what? In the business world, it's the same thing. You got to always prove yourself, right? Yep. All right. So where are you going to be playing hoops this coming fall?
Claremont McKenna.
That's awesome. And if again, our research department is correct, you chose that because of why?
Well, I mean, it really was my dream school since I was a kid. Amazing, like, student to faculty ratio. There's a big major that I wanted to go into. It's called PPE. And
what does that stand for?
Philosophy, politics, and education.
Awesome.
And so it's kind of like a different lens to look at political science and economics kind of together. And it's kind of competitive, but I think I'll be able to get in. You have to apply to get in there, but I think I'll do it. So.
Yeah. Well, we're behind you. And congratulations on all your achievements.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here you go, Alec.